Oh, hi Jenny, how are you? So here we are back again because last time we had time only to talk about Nam Yoga, and today we're gonna try to talk about the other thing that Joseph Michael Levery taught you, which is harmonium. So first of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You look very pretty today.
Thank you.
And I would like you, of course, to tell us why is Joseph Michael Levery involved in both things? I thought they was two separate things.
That's a good question. As I mentioned last week, Nam Yoga is a merger of Universal Kabbalah with Kundalini Yoga, which Joseph Michael Levery came together and founded the Nam Yoga system. And Harmonyum is, in a way, hands-on Nam. So Nam Yoga is yoga, and you are actively participating, moving your body, breathing specifically in a certain way, chanting. So the person is active, whereas in a harmonium treatment, it's also known as the harmonium healing system. It's not Reiki, but it's energetic work, and people often ask, is it like Reiki? And I received one Reiki session, so you can think a little bit like it's healing work. You're on a massage table.
Reiki, they don't touch the person, they just do this.
In my Reiki session, they did touch me,
okay,
and it worked a lot on the organs.
Okay.
But just to give people like some idea of, okay, we're not talking yoga, we're not talking acupuncture, we're not talking massage, we're talking energy work. And it's healing work, working with we're working with the divine level, the astral level, and the physical level. So it's for more of a passive reception of the same power of Nam Yoga, which is an awakening of the heart center and bringing in pure healing.
Okay, so can you tell me why on the picture here they showed the vertebrae? Is that the main area of focus when you heal someone? And can you tell us why?
Yes, that's a good question. In Harmonium 1, which is what I practice, we mainly work the area of the nape of the neck to the sacrum and working the spine. We work with the client with their clothes on in very gentle motions. The reason why we work the spine is because the spine is the center of the emotional, physical, spiritual bodies. So when you work on the spine, you can help all aspects.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I noticed, because I took one session,
yes,
just for fun,
right.
I noticed you barely touch the person. I mean, it's very gentle.
Yes.
Is that supposed to be that way?
I have a very gentle touch naturally. Even in other systems that I've worked in the past, I was told, oh, you're so gentle. So I think each practice, and I've received harmoniums from different people, so each practitioner has their own shall we say, a little individual of doing it. So I think I do have a gentle touch, but it is a gentle system. It is a very gentle system. So it's not like a very deep tissue massage where you're going to have muscle tension and you're going to receive a healing feeling in that way. It's much more subtle and energetic, and sending divine love from the sun, from highest divine level into the body of the client, and that's what brings the harmony and the relaxation and the healing.
Okay, so basically when people see that picture, they think it's a massage, right? I mean, obviously there's a woman, her hands on the back right there. So a guy might call you and think he's getting a massage when you hardly do a massage, really. You barely touch the vertebrae, and you don't even massage the body at all. Are they disappointed when they see that?
Well, I try to explain right away what it is. It's not a massage. If you're looking for a massage, this is not what we're doing. So I definitely try to communicate before a person comes in for a session that is not what they're receiving. When I first experienced Harmonium, I didn't really enjoy it myself.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty tedious. It was very repetitive at certain parts.
Same for me, yeah.
And I was just kind of like, are we moving on? Are we moving on?
Are we going to do something different?
Yes, and it goes deep and deep and deep. It's very repetitive, and it's very simple, and it's very there's a whole circular spiral
Or
for a long time.
Yeah.
But then when I received more sessions, I enjoyed it much more, and I received a very, very powerful feelings and healing feelings, and it went on a new level. So often a client, just to answer your question quickly, they are a little bit maybe disappointed because it doesn't feel like much.
Yeah.
But people who understand the work and who understand Nam Yoga beforehand are much more open to the power that it can bring about, and someone who is also maybe feeling it more than how you and I felt it at first. Because what we're doing is we're opening up
some senses? No, not really.
Somewhat.
Senses? No.
Well, we're opening up, I was going to say, we work, it's a Kabbalistic healing system. So on the Tree of Life, which is this very famous symbol for Kabbalah, there are 10 spheres, which are like attributes of God. And then there's this 11th sphere, which is at the nape of the neck. And if you notice during your session, I work a lot
on the neck.
On the nape of the neck. And
so there are 7 sessions, right? Are all sessions the same?
Let me just finish just quickly what I was saying before, which is that what we're working on is regeneration. So it's like a rebirthing and an awakening to awareness and a way to clear up something that wasn't working well, and to bring about a level of almost like a water of refreshing newness, of a rebirth. And that's why we work on that area, and that's why it's connected to okay. So the 7 sessions,
are they identical?
They're fairly similar in the sense that if you're doing, say, Harmonium 1, the structure of Harmonium 1 is the same. So you might do a little bit more of one part and a little bit less of another part, given on the day of who you're of how the client is feeling. But they are fairly similar. And
so, I mean, do you see a progress in those 7 sessions? Is there, like, you ask the person, did you see some kind of healing? Or why 7? That's the question. Why 7?
Well, 7 is a very sacred number. It's like 3, 7.
So at the end of 7, they should be healed?
No, I would say that healing takes time. So just like it took a long time to have
the disease
itself, whatever negative thinking, say you just really bash yourself in your mind, or you have an addiction, or whatever thing that you do. When we all have things going on, we all have our stuff. That took a long time to accumulate. So it takes work, and it takes time, and not only the Harmonium sessions, but you can do Nam Yoga, you can do your own meditation
complement
practice.
It with other things.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you need to actively participate as well. But the reason why we do 7, I believe, is because it's just such a sacred number, and it takes that amount to start the healing.
Okay.
But you can get benefits out of 1 also. Okay.
Can you tell us what's the philosophy that Joseph Michael Avery is trying to teach you, or to bring about? I mean, this is a whole book. Can you show us the book?
Yes, this is a beautiful book. This is the Code of the Masters, which I was on the bus coming over here, and I was rereading the chapter on Harmonium.
Yeah.
And it's so deep, and there's so much to learn. So you learn more each time you read, each time you study with Joseph Michael Avery. Okay. And this is a great book, The Code of the Masters. I would recommend starting with Lifting the Veil, which is a better introduction to the system, and then this is maybe a book to read in afterwards, and you can reread it and reread it. I reread it, and I still need to reread it. But what I think he's really trying to impart
is that by practicing he found out that heals? Is that what he did?
Well, I think Joseph Michael Avery is he has such a great sense of humor, and he's such a loving soul and person. Yeah. And he wants us to become better people, to try to be better people, and to spread love and healing, and to...
And he thought, he discovered that the spine is very important.
I think that's been known for a long time, that the spine is very important. The heart is very important, which is part of the heart.
They say all disease are disease of the heart too. I mean, it's like
is
when you
right?
have a broken heart, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think that the cause of all disease or problems in life is the lack of love.
Yeah.
We all need more love, and love heals. So when I'm giving a session or when I'm teaching a class, I really feel like I'm trying to impart the divine love of
and that's what Michael
God.
does. Yeah,
yes, it's a gift of being connected and then transmuting that to
the client,
yes, the client, the students, so that we feel loved, you know, and accepted. And I think life is also, I mean, you know, something we can pray about and say often is saying the prayer of love, peace, and light, to surround ourselves that way. The universe, which needs it so much, and the earth, and the animals, and the rivers, and all the humans. So I think just sending love, which is the highest vibration, peace, which we all need. We need peace in our own hearts to have peace in the world, and light, which is, you know, a combination of many things. So I think he's imparting wisdom and
so
helping.
The Code of Masters describe harmonium?
It has a chapter that does describe harmonium. It's chapter 22, and it's a very. I need to reread it. It just inspired me.
How long does it take to study it?
I'm still studying it, honestly. I think it's something.
Like a 3 months process, or practicing on people?
The course is 3 days, and it's pretty much all day for 3 days.
And then you have to practice.
You need to have 30 hours for each, about 30 hours for each of the levels. So there's Harmonium 1 and 2. Harmonium 1, you touch the client quite a bit, and Harmonium 2 is more on the auric body. And I practice Harmonium 1. And then there's Harmonium 3, which I haven't quite done, but I'd love to do, and I believe that addresses cancer.
Oh, so that's a bit difficult.
Do
you need the male energy?